Hello everyone, welcome to our Olympic Physical Education YouTube channel. Today we are discussing about training in sports. First discussing about strength, definitions, types and methods of improving strength, isometric, isotonic and isokinetic. First, strength, meaning of the strength. Strength is the one of the most important components of the physical fitness. It is certainly essential for sports performance. Muscular strength is defined as the force that can be exerted by muscles. On definitions according to David R. Lamb, muscular strength is best defined operationally as the greatest amount of the force that muscles can produce a single maximal effort. Next, types of strength. Types of strength: maximum strength, explosive strength, and strength endurance. Now, first one, maximum strength. See this picture. Maximum strength examples: weightlifting, throwing events, and jumping events. Maximum strength is the ability of muscles to overcome against maximum resistance. Mainly, maximum strength can be derived by voluntary actions, the ability of muscles or muscle group to apply maximum force against resistance in a single effort. Maximum strength is important in sports where heavy resistance is needed. For example, weightlifting, throwing events, jumping events, and etc. Next one, explosive strength. Explosive strength is the ability of the body to apply strength and high speed together. The sports where explosive strength is needed are example: take up, long jump, high jump, and triple jump. Next, crouch start in sprinting, 100 meters, 200 meters, 400 meters, 4 into 100 meters, relay and uh, hurdles. Next, jumping in basketball before taking rebound. Next, volleyball, jumping in volleyball while spiking. Next, strength endurance. Strength endurance is the combination of two components as well as strength and endurance. It is the ability of the muscles to overcome resistance under conditions of fatigue. The sports like judo and wrestling require strength endurance because in the last moments of the fight, the players have to apply strength in the spite of beginning fatigued. The long distance races also requires strength endurance to finish the race. Many sports like swimming, road cycling, and road races and etc. also requires more strength and endurance. See this picture: swimming, road cycling, and road races. Next, discussing about methods of improving strength. How to improve isometric, isotonic, and isokinetic. First, discussing about isometric exercises. In 1953, Ittinger and Muller of Germany introduced isometric exercises. In the beginning, they claimed that tremendous gain in strength would result from isometric training produces. Isometric training procedures are based on the theory that strength is gained to a large extent by training the muscles. Against a fixed resistance, Ittinger and Muller claimed that 5% of original strength increases isometric contraction is held for 6 seconds for a day. For a week later in 1967, Brenner explained that isometric training increases static strength more as compared to dynamic strength. Isometric is derived from two words, iso and metric. Iso means same, metric means refers to muscle length. So, isometric exercises are those exercises in which the length of muscles remains the same during isometric workout. No external movements is visible to the third person. During an isometric contraction, muscle develops tension but does not change length. Isometric exercises are common in games where static paces are common. Example: archery, gymnastics, yoga, judo, wrestling, and weightlifting. Method: The isometric exercises could be done on Tuesday and Thursday, whereas isotonic exercise should be done on Monday and Wednesday and Friday. Remaining days are treated as days for rest. In isometric exercises, special instrument is used and is called power rack. The power rack has two adjustable pins which can direct the athletes or lifter to hold isometric contraction with particular weight and specific angle. See next common exercises angle of exercises. See first one bench press angle of exercises, deadlift 135 degree knee joint, heel rises 135 degree angle, foot angle. Next standing press 90 degree elbow joint, bent knee sit-ups 90 degree knee joint. Next arm curls 90 degree elbow joint. Next upright rowing 135 degree elbow joint. A suggested schedule of basic isometrics for athletes. See this picture. Frequency 3 to 5 days per week. Number of repetitions 5 to 10 repetitions. Intensity maximum. Duration contraction 5 to 10 seconds. See example pushing wall sit, plank pose, side plank pose, glute bridge and sitting Naukasana. Next, isotonic exercises. In 1945, De Lorme introduced isotonic exercises. Later in 1948, De Lorme and Watkinson explained isotonic exercises in detail. They emphasized the use of heavy resistance and lower repetitions for the development of strength and hypertrophy of the muscles, and low resistance with the repetitions develops muscular endurance. The word isotonic is derived from the two words iso and tonic. Iso means same, tonic means muscle tone. During isotonic contraction, the muscle changes in length and external movement is visible. It is most famous type of contraction. The kind uses of weightlifting isotonic contraction is also referred to as dynamic contraction. Isotonic training methods help in training weightlifters and is also used in rehabilitation of weak muscles. Isotonic exercises are performed with free weight as they are used in weight training. This method isotonic exercises method arm curling. De Lorme and Watkinson explained isotonic training program in the systematic manner. They gave concept of repetitions maximum. A repetitions maximum is defined as the maximum load muscle or muscle group can lift at given number of time before getting fatigued. For example, if a person can lift 80 kg weight for 8 times before getting fatigued, that weight is considered as a 8 repetitions maximum load. Is same weight could be 12 repetitions maximum load. For another person, the isotonic exercise could be done on Monday, Wednesday and Friday. Give the following isotonic weight training programs for athletes. Next, isokinetic exercises. Isokinetic exercises were introduced by Pirenne in 1968. This is more advanced as compared to other two methods. It is defined as maximal contraction with constant speed over the full range of movement. In this exercise, the muscle is made to contract maximally through the whole range of joint. This is derived from the two words iso and kinetic. Iso means same, kinetic means motion. Isokinetic exercises are performed on equipment. This equipment also has readout devices for recording of speed and muscle tension. Arm stroke in the swimming and pedaling in cycling are the best examples of isokinetic exercises. Isokinetic exercises need special equipment which contains a speed governor so that speed of movement is constant. Governor can be adjusted to different speed levels. Most of the isokinetic machines also have read out devices for recording muscles tensions. This helps in evaluating performances. Method, isokinetic method. The isokinetic training should be given between 2 to 4 days per week. The training should be last for 6 weeks or longer. The isokinetic exercises should be done at a speed which is as faster than speed of movement. Involved in various sports skills, it is suggested that 8 to 15 contractions should be done in each set. 3 sets to be performed for each exercises. Next, endurance. Endurance definitions, types of methods to develop endurance, continuous training, interval training and fartlek training. First, meaning of endurance. Endurance is also one of the important component of physical fitness. It is the ability of the body to work for long time without getting fatigue. Some definitions according to D. Array. Endurance is the ability to resist fatigue. Endurance is basically divided in two parts as given below: muscular endurance and cardiovascular endurance. See, first one, muscular endurance. It is the capacity of the muscle to work under the condition of fatigue. Cardiovascular endurance. It is the ability of cardiorespiratory system to provide oxygen even when the body is under the conditions of fatigue. The various games and sports, especially athletics, you have two types of activities like aerobics and anaerobic. Therefore, an endurance can be defined in this respect. Next, methods to develop endurance: continuous training, interval training and fartlek training. First one, continuous training. Slow continuous method, fast continuous method, variable pace method. Continuous training. This method consists of long distance running, break or recovery pause. To work for long duration with any work, the intensity in generally kept low. This method is further divided into following parts. First one, slow continuous method. Slow continuous method, mainly long cross country runs are given in this method. Intensity is kept low that the heart rate remains between 140 to 160 beats per minute. Usually a minimum of 10 to 101 entire distance is run. The distance can be increased according to the capacity of adaptation. Second one, fast continuous method. In this method, the intensity is kept higher than slow continuous method, but it requires lesser time. The duration should be 15 to 20 minutes. The heart rate should be around 160 to 180 beats per minute. Next, third one, variable pace method. It is combination of above two methods. The running is done with variable intensity. The activity is done continuously, but the pace is changed. This can be done from 15 to 60 minutes. And heart rate should remain under 140 to 180 beats per minute. Next, interval training. The interval training method was introduced by Oldman and Gristler. In 1939, Gristler, who was the coach, and physiologist Redel, both from Germany, modified interval training. Gristler trained Rudolf Erber with this method and got success as he created world records in 400 meters and 800 meters race. Australian swimmers were also given interval training program and gave good result in the Melbourne Olympics. Interval training method is widely used for the development of speed and endurance. It is a training that contains fast and slow periods of exercise. In interval training, short periods of load are followed by short periods of rest. An athlete can perform greatest volume of work by breaking the total work into small periods. The interval training method can be used in any sports but is more useful in track events, cross country and swimming. See example, rate and distance of work, number of repetitions, duration of rest, types of activity during the rest intervals, frequency of training per week. Next, guiding principle of interval training method. An athlete is directed to cover the specific distance within defined time period so that achieves maximal heart rate approximately 180 to 200 beats per minute. After achieving maximal rate, a pause is given which is insufficient for complete recovery. When the heart rate of athlete comes down to 120 to 132 beats per minute, the next repetition is started at once. Like this, load is repeated many times. For example, an athlete can run 200 meters each time, clocking 25 seconds, but can perform 10 repetitions, whereas he can run same distance each time, clocking 35 seconds, but can perform more than 10 repetitions. The first cause is the example of intensive interval method, and second cause is the extensive interval method. The interval training is found to be very useful for development of endurance. It develops both the capacities, aerobic capacity and anaerobic capacity. Example of interval training method that improves the heart. In 1960, Reindel et al. Gave the following schedule for a purpose. Example, distance to be covered 100 to 400 meters, time allotted 15 to 70 seconds, number of repetitions maximum, recovery of pause insufficient for complete recovery. Next, fartlek training. Dr. Per Olof Ostrand, a renowned Swedish physiologist, program with a combinations of interval and fartlek training. Fartlek is a Swedish word which means speed play. Fartlek means speed play. The athlete changes the pace from high speed running to jogging. Fartlek training is normally performed in countryside. Every athlete is made free to run at whatever speed the prefers. Fartlek training should start with slow warming up. Slow jogging is preferred as an athlete runs up a hill at speed and then walks down the hill. After his running is given up for some time, fartlek training is mostly liked by athletes as the route selected for fartlek is natural and pleasing. See this picture, fartlek training. Advantages and disadvantages of fartlek training. Fartlek training is more pleasing to the athletes as it is performed on natural terrain. As most of the endurance training consists of many repetitions that many develops burden in an athlete. The fartlek route is generally free from polluted area as compared to the stadiums located in the heart of the city. This can be performed without the supervision of coach. The fartlek can be given to masses instead of individualized training. The disadvantages of fartlek training is that it cannot be monitored properly. Moreover, it is based on approximation of heart rate. Next, speed. Speed definitions, types and methods of develop speed, acceleration runs and pace runs. First, discussing about speed. Speed is defined as a capability of the both to perform successive movements at the fastest rate. Generally, speed is considered with the fast running, but it is not correct. There are many faster movements done by body. No distance is covered. Example, skipping at a fixed place. Example, one definitions according to G. Campbell. It is the performance requisite to do motor actions under given conditions in minimum of time. The term speed is associated with the reaction time, acceleration ability, movement speed locomotor ability and speed. Next, types of speed: reaction ability, movement speed, acceleration ability, locomotor ability, speed endurance. Types of speed: speed is an essential component of physical fitness that helps in an individual to perform well. Athletes have to accelerate, decelerate, and change of directions in a constantly changing environment. Speed has different ability and which is depends the types are explained. First one, reaction ability. Reaction ability, it is the ability to respond quickly to stimulus. Reaction ability has great significance in many sports. The best example of better reaction ability is a good start in sprints. On the basis of known and unknown stimulus, it is further divided into parts: simple reaction ability and complex reaction ability. Second one, movement speed. Movement speed is the ability to perform a single movement in minimum possible time. Movement speed is most important in cyclic sports like wrestling, fencing and gymnastics. Next, third one, acceleration ability. Acceleration ability of the body is to achieve high speed in minimum possible time. For sprinters, acceleration ability plays a vital role. Even for short distance, acceleration ability is important in games like badminton, squash and kho and etc. Next, fourth one, locomotor ability. Locomotor ability is referred as capability of an individual to maintain maximum speed for maximum possible duration. Sprinters depend on locomotor ability as sprinters have to run with maximum speed to excel. Last one, speed endurance. Endurance is considered as the ability of an individual to perform in speedy in conditions of fatigue. That best example of speed endurance is when long distance racers finishes the races with great speed. Next, methods to develop speed, acceleration runs and pace runs. Development of reaction time, acceleration runs and pace runs. The first one, development of reaction time. Reaction time is known as the time taken to respond to stimulus. This can be developed by giving practice or reacting repeatedly on the particular signal. The signal can be given in the form of sound or light. Example, a ground can be instructed to start sprinting on whistle. A crouch start is also good example for the development of reaction time. Second one, acceleration runs. The acceleration runs improve the acceleration ability which is defined as capacity of the body to acquire maximum speed in maximum possible time. It depends upon explosive strength and flexibility of an individual. The development of explosive strength and flexibility leads to the development of acceleration ability. A suggested schedule for a improvement of acceleration ability is as follows. Example: intensity 90% and above, duration 4 to 8 seconds, repetitions 3 to 4 times, recovery, complete recovery. Generally, an athlete is advised to run 50 to 60 meters distance at 90% intensity. In various games and sports, speed is essential. For example, fast break in basketball and gymnastics exercises. The movement speed can be developed and the principles of simple to complex. The movements are repeated many times under easier conditions, and then slowly practices is given in tougher or faster conditions. Next, third one, pace runs. Pace runs for longer distance improves speed endurance, which is defined as the ability of the body to perform movements at fastest rate without getting fatigued. It can be developed indirectly by developing endurance and explosive strength. Repetitions are done with maximum speed for a distance which is 50% more than the competition distance. The best example in the space runs is the repetitions for 600-meter distance for 400 meters runners. A runner can also develop speed by the following methods. Following methods: by increasing stride length, by lifting the knees higher, by developing strength of the legs. Next, by developing coordination between arms and legs. Next, flexibility. Flexibility definitions, types and methods to improve flexibility. Flexibility is defined as the maximum range of movement as possible at a joint. Flexibility is often overlooked, but it is also an important component. Some definitions according to Edward L. Fox. Flexibility is defined as the range of motion about the joint. Flexibility, two types: static flexibility, dynamic flexibility. Next, one more author according to David R. Lamb. Flexibility is the range of motion of the body's joint. The flexibility of the body largely depends upon the structure of the joints, muscles, tendons and ligaments. Flexibility is important to perform daily routines work because it can prevent injury, especially low back pain. Next, types of flexibility: active flexibility, passive flexibility. What is the active flexibility means? See this picture: without external help. It is the ability of the body to perform movements with greater amplitude and range without external help. This is active flexibility. Second one, passive flexibility. It is the ability of the body to perform movements with greater amplitude and range of external help or with external help. Flexibility is essential for games and sports like gymnastics, yoga, swimming and athletics. Active flexibility means without external help. Passive flexibility means with external help. Next, methods to improve flexibility. Dynamic stretching, static stretching, static passive stretching, FNF stretching. The first one, dynamic stretching. See this picture. Dynamic stretching is done with speed and rhythm. Maximum stretching, which is done at the position and end position, is not held. In this process, stretching with bouncing action is avoided. The arm circles and kicking actions, and walking lunges are examples of dynamic stretching. A walking lunges dynamically stretches the hips flexors by emphasizing on hip extension and can reduce muscles tightness around the hip joint. This kind of stretching is very useful before the competition. Next, static active stretching. See this picture? The static stretching is just the opposite of dynamic stretching. The muscle groups are stretched without moving the limbs itself and the end position is held for up to 30 seconds. It is very effective to increase active flexibility. Static active stretching requires the strength of the opposing muscles group to hold the limb in position for the stretch. By this static active stretching, the active flexibility increases. During static active stretching, the stretch is held for 10 to 30 seconds and 1 to 2 stretches per muscle group. As part of the warm-up routine, the dynamic stretches always help to reduce muscle tightness and also reduces the risk of injury. See this example: calcaves, pushing wall, hamstrings, trapezius, biceps, triceps, groins, quadriceps. This is static stretching. Next, static passive stretching. Static passive stretching is beneficial to athletes during conditions programs. In long-term static stretching program, the static stretching is low and constrained then held at an end position for up to 30 seconds. Static passive stretching is done with the applications of external force. To hold the stretch in position, an example is holding one leg outstretched with the heel on the floor to stretch hamstrings. Both floor and body weight act as the external forces to bring about the stretch in this muscle group. A static passive stretching program develops the range of motion around the joint. The adaptation may reduce the risk of injury as it is increased the range through which the joint can be moved without injury occurring to surrounding muscles and ligaments. One of the most effective methods for improving static passive flexibility is through the use of isometric stretching. An isometric or static contraction occurs when the tension is created in the muscle group without a change in its length. A chair, wall on the floor or partner can act the resistance to bring about a static contraction and isometric stretch. Next, PNF stretching, proprioceptive neuro. Next, PNF stretching. PNF stretching is one of the most effective forms of the flexibility training for developing flexibility. For example, the hamstring stretch is the supine position on back with the face up. Is then the athlete places one leg extended flat on the floor and the other extended in the air as close to right angles to the body as possible. The stretch is done with the help of the partner. The PNF stretching is done in the following manners: hold and relax, contract, relax, and hold relax with opposing muscles contraction. First one, hold relax. The partner moves the athlete's extended leg to a point of mild discomfort. This passive stretch is held for 10 seconds. After that, the athletes contract hamstrings by pushing their extended legs against their partner's hand. This position is held for 6 seconds. Then the athlete is introduced for relax. And the partner completes a second passive stretch held for 30 seconds. The athlete's extended leg now should be moved further. Second one, contract, relax. The partner moves the athlete's extended leg to a point of mild discomfort. This passive stretch is held for 10 seconds. Then the athletes consequently contract the hamstrings by pushing his extended legs against his partner's hand. The partners applies enough stretch so that there is resistance while allowing the athletes. Next, then the athletes is instructed to relax and the partners complexes a second passive stretch held for 30 seconds. The athlete's extended leg now should be moved further. Next one, hold relax with opposing muscle contraction. Next, PNF abbreviation, proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation. Next one, coordinative abilities, definitions and types. Coordinative abilities. The term coordinative ability was taken from the term agility. The term agility was discarded because it was difficult to explain the meaning. The coordinative abilities mainly depends on the central nervous system. The neuromuscular coordination is primarily dependent factors for coordinative abilities. A person possessing coordinative abilities can perform speedy and flexible movements. Example, Coco is the best example of coordinative abilities. A runner runs in zigzag manner and an opponent chases the runner. The coordinative abilities are the interrelated with motor skills. These abilities often lead of graceful movements. The following activities include coordinative abilities: gymnastics exercises, especially floor exercises and beam exercises. Next, Coco game, basketball, offensive and defensive movements. Next, types of coordinative abilities: coupling ability, reaction ability, balance ability, orientation ability, adaptation ability, rhythmic ability. See the first one, coupling ability. Coupling ability, see this picture. Coupling ability of the body is considered as capacity of an individual to perform better coordination of the different parts of the body. For example, while dribbling a basketball, the coordination of the both limbs are required. Second one, reaction ability. Reaction ability is a skill to react quickly to a stimulus. For example, chaser in Coco run quickly after Coco is given. See example, see this picture. Reaction ability. It touch both. Next one, balance ability. Balance ability is known as capability of an individual to maintain balance while the body is in motion. Even during disturbed balance, regaining the lost balance is known as balance ability. Next one, orientation ability. The orientation ability is a skills to determine and change the position in complex situations. For example, defending an opponent in football. The position is changed according to the movement of opponent. Next, adaptation ability. Adaptation ability is the capability of a person to change the movement on the basis of predicted changes. This ability is achieved after mastering the skills. See, perceptual adaptation. Perceptual adaptation, the ability to adjust to artificially displaced or inverted visual field, demonstrates the impact of experiences on perceptions. Example, displacements of goggles. Next, rhythm ability. Rhythm ability is to make out motor actions on well defined rhythm. Mainly, this ability plays a vital role in the events like synchronized swimming, floor exercises in aerobics. Next, gymnastics and rhythmic gymnastics. Next, see some discussing about MCQ questions. In which year isometric exercises were introduced? 1953 introduced the isometric exercises. Question number 2. Who introduced isotonic exercises? De Lorme. Third question. In slow continuous training, the heart rate should remain in between 140 to 160 beats per minute. Fartlek training is also known as speed play. Fartlek training means speed play. Next, circuit training was first introduced in 1957. Next question, circuit training was introduced by Ittinger. Next, fartlek training was introduced by for Olof Astrand. Next question, interval training method is based on principles of effort, recovery and effort. Last question, coordinative ability is associated with body and brain. Next question, which is not a type of speed? None of the above. This is all are speeds, reaction ability, movement ability, locomotor ability, all are speed plays. Next question, fartlek training develops endurance. Thank you.